Let's talk about Jim Cornette. What are your thoughts on Jim Cornette and how you got him started in the business?
Now, I guess, I don't know if I got Jim Cornette started in the business. I do know that Jim Cornette is a guy. Of course, Jim was from Louisville, grew up watching our matches every week there. Our matches were not only in Memphis every week, but the same show that aired on a Saturday in Memphis would air the following Saturday in Louisville, and we would have live matches every Tuesday night in Louisville at Louisville Gardens. And Jimmy, of course, grew up in Louisville, watched the matches, huge fan, and a very, very serious student of the business. I mean, I think Jim watched sort of like I did, probably from more than just a fan standpoint. He would study and commit to memory interviews and things that he heard and things that he liked or things that he saw that he liked or didn't like. And so he started out as, the first time I can remember him coming around, he started out as a photographer taking the pictures of wrestlers, and then we let him get up around ringside and do the photography at the ringside. And I believe, I honestly got to say, I think it was Jerry Jarrett more so than myself who first gave Jim Cornette the opportunity to actually manage. But I may be wrong. I just may not be remembering that right. But I know, Jerry and he started in our company, and he was just a real, as I said, a real good student of especially my interviews and that sort of thing. And some, it used to sort of, they say imitation is the sincerest form of flattery, and I was flattered in a sense, but then sometimes it was like, he would go a little bit too far, using my interviews verbatim, word for word. Now, every line that I would say, he would come back and repeat later on and do, that sort of thing. But he's very charismatic, and has done well, had a good career. I think, though, of course, when he started working for the World Wrestling Federation, and the business changed, so to speak, from what Jim had grown up loving. He didn't like that change, and he'll tell you he didn't like that change. He's a very stubborn individual, and he doesn't think that the wrestling is as good now as it was, and he just he was never one to hide his thoughts, and so he would let it be known at every opportunity that he got to anybody that would listen that he didn't like the current state of wrestling, and I think he was sort of his own worst enemy there in the WWF. That people just kind of got tired of hearing Jim knock the business, and so they found something else for him to do where he wouldn't be around them all the time, where they wouldn't have to listen to that. But now he's got the developmental territory there in Louisville, and I think he really enjoys it because he's getting to. I still think that everybody that comes into this business needs a fundamental, basic background of the way the business sort of used to be, and then that will help them, have that knowledge as they go into the way the business is today. And so Jim has the opportunity now to impart that kind of old-time wisdom to the new guys that are coming into the WWF.